had the chance, and their guy made a big play.
Yeah, a really tough shot.
Yes, it was.
It wasn't really. I mean, if you could draw it up defensively, so that's the shot we're going to give them. You got to live with that.
Yeah.
And and obviously to the free throws. I mean, we shot the free throws pretty well for the most part. Jeff kind of got off to a bad start, and I think he got in his head, and obviously that was painful there because we had control, and nobody feels worse than he does right now about that. But he made the big shot to tie it there. So it's hard. Patience is going to be the key word, the buzzword for this team. We clearly came a long way on Friday night. We were completely out of that game. I think defensively in the second half we stepped up, played better. Our zone has not been real good, and I thought we played pretty good man-to-man in the second half and did a reasonable job rebounding. Continue, I thought, to get good things from both of our bigs. Made some good passes, got 10 or 16 minutes off the bench. Played very well in there. Drew was solid. It wasn't a great shooting game for him, but he does the other things he does. He's crashing the board, got 9 boards, does the things that we need him to do. We made some mental mistakes. I thought we took a couple of quick shots when we got the lead, and we got to be smarter than that. Drew knows it. I got him one time after he took one, and I said, Drew, get the shot clock inside 10 before you take that shot. He turned back to me and said, make it 5. And I'm like, yeah, I wish he'd been but so I mean, he's on the same page with him. He's such a emotional, energy type player, and I think sometimes he gets an offensive rebound when it's not there and shoots it up instead of, hey, put it down, let's touch back and run our stuff. And so many times when we take shots like that, they wind up being fast breaks on the other end. When we stay within our system, if we miss a good shot, we tend to not be driven back down our throat. With the lead, we got that 6-point lead, and we're just players that go away. Getting some separation. Again, that's the kind of thing a veteran team tends to do. And young guys, Tyler hit some shots. I think he played really well. He got a great look on that 3 if that goes. Everything, and I'm not saying that. I mean, nobody feels worse. Nobody wanted that thing to go in more than Tyler did, but it doesn't. And they come down, and they make a shot. And they said their big man's making every free throw. And we left a lot of points there at the line.
I know one thing that is one that you want to get correct. You had the 18 turnovers, or was it 18 turnovers the other night? 14 turnovers on Friday, 20 turnovers tonight. Certainly, that's one of the things I know you'll be focusing on. You want to take it. This is a good defensive team. They got a lot of athletes. They got a lot of quickness. They're going to force a lot of teams into turnovers. But certainly, one of the things you focus on.
We get in a hurry at times. Inside, one time we took on everyone, just slow down, get under control. So he had way too many 5 for a bit. And Jordan, made plays and kept us in the game by so many things
12
he did.
points all in the second half.
Exactly. It really wasn't at the halftime. I kind of talking to him and saying, really Adams are playing better tonight. So we thought, and then Jordan got a quick foul, so we didn't go with Adams. When it got down to crunch time, I said, okay, you got to go with the guy that's got more experience. And he came through. He made some tough shots, but again, there's way too many turnovers for center. We made them in there, and a couple of them were charged. Maybe probably charged with fouls that we called. I thought a little shaky, but we always think that. But again, I mean, the bottom line, it hurt so bad because it would have been such a big win for us. But the first question we had coming in, and we got to show that we're better than we played the other night. And we did that. We clearly did that. There's still so much growth for this team. I felt like, and I told them this, when you got a team as young as we are, you've always got to be focused on where you're headed, where you're trying to get to, and how much better you can be. Last year we had a veteran team, and there's just not as much room for improvement when you're starting 3 seniors. Sometimes I think we almost peaked too early last year. I mean, I'm not this time. I think we played our best basketball in November and December last year, and we kind of got in the rut. And, good thing is if we can stay focused. I mean, it's frustrating when you don't get the win. We got it. The biggest thing is going to be to keep their heads up. And I think we've got the kind of locker room and personnel that I can tell when I'm saying that they're all in, they're there, they understand. This is a process that we're going through. We want to get it lined out. We don't want to talk about next year or anything. I mean, I think we're going to be really good in the years to come, but we need to be good now. We need to get this straightened out. We got 5. One thing about it, we got 5 extremely tough games leading into conference when we start conference play in December, and we continue to grow. Hopefully, we can find a way to win a couple of them. But if we can continue to grow, and we're going to be playing on the road next week. We're the number 5 team in the country on the road. So we're just again, bad scheduling on the coach's part to lay this heavy of a load on a young team, but they're going to have to grow up. They're going to have to grow up faster, and we need to, because by the time we get to December, I'm almost thinking we're going to treat this like spring training in baseball. We've got to get as good as we can get, so when we start playing conference games in December, we're ready. And as ready as a young team can be with a month of playing experience.
We got a few days to be back to work, and then Thursday at Trevecca Nazarene over in Nashville. Coach, thanks for your time. Appreciate it.
Thank you, Eli.
Thank you. That's Mike Nienaber, head coach of